Good morning. Welcome to Morning Reflections. My name is Jenina Ries with Raising Dreamers Ministries, and I'm so glad you joined me today. We've been studying about words to live by. And today the word that the Lord put on my heart is the word joy. Oh, how we need joy in the world that we're living in today, don't we? And the first three passages that I'm going to share with you are written by Paul. And dear ones, write these down because you can refer to it, and if you're having a hard day, this will remind you. Paul had a hard life, and yet he wrote these verses, and we need to live by these verses, dear ones. And the first one is written in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 4. And Paul writes, "Always be full of joy in the Lord. I say it again, rejoice." And he uses the word always, be full of the joy of the Lord. Not circumstantial, but it's the joy of the Lord. He will give you joy no matter what. And then the next verse is in Philippians 3, verse 1. Whatever happens, dear brothers and sisters, may the Lord give you joy, no matter what happens. And he, as I mentioned, really had a hard life. And so he says to brothers and sisters, no matter what happens, may the joy of the Lord be with you. And then he also wrote in Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 16, be joyful always. Always, dear ones, be joyful always. He, Jesus, will give you that joy, even in the midst of difficult situations. And then the last verse I want to share with you is one of my favorites. It's in Psalm chapter 16. David writes in verse 11, "You will show me the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence and the pleasures of living with you forever." Let me read that again. It's a precious verse to my heart, and I hope it becomes precious to yours. You will show me the way of life, granting me the joy of your presence. In his presence there is fullness of joy, precious ones, and the pleasures of living with you, Lord, forever and ever and ever. May the Lord encourage you. Thank you for joining me today. God bless you. See you tomorrow.